Title of this video, you rather me stay in my bad situation, or are you happy that I have made some of my life and now I'm successful? Now this video might go to most haters because a lot of times I always tell people you don't know the glory behind somebody else's story. And it don't matter how good you do in life, it's gonna always be somebody got a problem with you. You're gonna always have many, many haters. A lot of people have made it successfully, but most people want to say it's from the devil. That's devil work. I don't agree with that all the time. I don't. Because your gift does make room for you. See, most religious folks think that your gift is just singing in church or whatever it is that you do. And they quote scriptures and don't even know what they quote. But the question in this video is, can you be happy for somebody while they're successful? Or do you want them to just stay where they was? Out of all the people that have made it, that came from the streets, some used to be dope dealers, but they made a turn and changed their life. But it's still a problem. So would you rather them stay a dope dealer? Would you rather a homeless man stay homeless than to be successful and move forward? Would you rather for the one that used to be a prostitute, now that she has changed her life around, you rather her stay on the streets than to move forward, and you mad because she's speaking in church now because of what she used to do? I got a news flash. We all got a past. Oh, yes. And it brings me to the person I want to talk about in this video who is being so hated on right now. Tyler Perry. Yes. Now, I'm not asking nobody to agree with this video because I wanted to talk about Tyler Perry for a moment because I love what he's doing. I'm like this, if I support people, and I'm so happy that now he's not homeless no more and that he's successful. Now, if you don't know a little bit about Tyler Perry, I'm just going to go into this video a little bit, and I know most people don't want to hear about it, but just catch my point. And it ain't just Tyler Perry, but that's just the focus on in this video. But think of how many people are like this, that people down and are hating on them now because they are successful. Now, if you don't know about Tyler Perry became homeless after moving from New Orleans, Louisiana, when he moved there to Atlanta, Georgia, where he spent his life savings to make a musical that people hardly didn't even attend. He kept having faith and kept trying to make it in his life because what he was going through in his life was so terrible, just like some of y'all. He spent months and months living in cheap hotels, motels in his car. Or if he had a car at all, and sometimes he didn't. He kept the faith in God and kept on writing. See, you catch what I'm saying? This man rode his way through life, not selling dope. Uh-oh. Would you rather him start selling dope and making it that way than taking what he went through and putting it on paper and making money out of it? That's how most people think. Because what you do is not good enough for people. But thank God you ain't doing things for people. You do it for the Lord. Tyler Perry became very successful in 98, I think, and he has never looked back. Now, he uses part of his wealth to help who? The homeless. The homeless. See, Tyler Perry give probably more than half of the churches you know. Why they down in the homeless people. He can relate because why he used to be homeless. Tyler Perry, matter of fact, he dropped out of school when he was 16 years old, but he went back later and got his GED. Can you imagine when he was homeless and what he was going through? But now, he has made way over 50 million in producing and writing. Look at him now. Look, by keeping the faith. Your gift make rooms for you. See, everybody ain't called to be a preacher, a minister of music, a deacon. Some people got to tell jokes. Some people going to play sports. Your gift makes room for you. But the church folks always tell you, you ain't doing it for the Lord. You going to hell. Basketball is sending you to hell. Writing plays is sending you to hell. Playing dominoes is sending you to hell. Washing cars is going to send you to hell. People send you to hell behind anything nowadays. But he kept the faith. And look at him now. Even though most people don't like him, have 9 times out of 10, because I wanted to do this video because I heard so many people down in Tyler Perry. You'll never see me get on here and bash about an individual, male or female. That's not my character. Excuse me. I always try to speak positive things when people, especially a brother who has made it, and it's sad that we won't even support each other, but soon as one make it big time, it's just always negative stuff said about them. He kept the faith. He rode his way through life. Now, to go a little bit deeper, what got him through his tough times was writing. And God, of course, but he rose so much because of his childhood. This is what most people don't know about Tyler Perry, his childhood, the pain that he went through. When he was a boy, his father would beat him, would beat the crap out of Tyler Perry. He was verbally and physically abusive. His father was. His father would beat the crap out of him all the time, but people don't understand this. And can you imagine when he was growing up what that did to him? Not only did he have the world against him, but his own father didn't believe in him. His father just wanted to whoop him and beat him. I wonder what his father is saying now. See, you got another little point you better make in this video, JT. You better be careful what you're doing to your children, because they might be the ones you need later on in life. Oh, yes. I remember Tyler Perry's first play. I think it was called I Know I've Been Changed, and it didn't do that good at all. It didn't do that good. But that next play sold out like crazy. It sold out like crazy. Tyler Perry said a positive word is much more powerful than a negative word. This man wrote his own future. He went from being homeless to writing and being successful now. And the crib that he got, oh my God, I ain't gonna even talk about that mansion. And people are, oh, he doesn't give back to nobody. Well, if you don't know somebody, and you don't study on them and what they do, then it's easy to say stuff like that. My point is, even if it ain't Tyler Perry, how many people have made it successfully and people want to give all the devil to the credit, all the credit to the devil, saying that, oh, Tyler Perry, what he doing is sending folks to hell. He's going to hell for what he's doing. And people watching that stuff. You don't want to look at a Tyler Perry play, but you'll look at a movie with a whole lot of cussing and violence and sex scenes in there because, oh, Tyler Perry's talking about church folks. He's making fun of the church folks and doing this and doing this when church folks are talking about church folks every day of the week. That man took his gift. So the question to the YouTube family again, and to the haters that's always looking at these videos, would you rather him stay homeless and get beat by his father and pretty much could have got killed, or are you happy for him that at least he got out from being homeless and he helped the homeless people and ain't no telling who else he's helping and he's successful in life? Most people mad because he got more money than them. You are never going to be good enough for people in this life. This is why you can't focus on people. I said that about Steve Harvey in my old video. A lot of people are always hating and talking about Steve Harvey. I'm so proud of all people that have made it successfully, especially when you know what their childhood was. When you come out of the projects, ghetto, the hood, give folks a hand clap that made it. Because 9 times out of 10, most people in the ghettos in the hood die before they're 20 years old. And for Tyler Perry to make it right now, I love it. Now, I'll say this, it's each to their own. I'm not damn nobody what they look at. You know, your opinion is your opinion, and you know, you got a right to your own opinion. But my thing is, why do we always down each other and we can't be happy that one have made it? And not only have he made it, but he's bringing in other folks. That's what I loved about Ice Cube when he started paving the way for people. But everybody, oh, Ice Cube wasn't no good, man. He was in that gangster rap. Can you see the good in somebody? Can you look at a man or a woman's heart? Would you rather people stay in their old, bad, jacked up situations, or would you rather them being all right now and successful? I met a woman the other day. She said I was the biggest hoe in the streets. She said, but when God changed me, I never went back. She said, now I'm reaching out to the young women who's doing prostituting and porn, and I'm trying to tell them about God so they won't wind up getting killed like some of the rest of them have been. And now that she's speaking the word, she says more people that hate that she's speaking and they don't want to hear nothing that she says. And I say, sister, that's how it is when you are standing for God. You think everybody received Jesus? No. His own rejected him. That's why I want to make this point with Tyler Perry in this video. I love what he's doing. I love to see the plays. It don't bother me because people be talking, oh, he them plays starting to sound the same and look the same. Well, this Christian walk that people are walking is looking the same. Same old hypocrites with the same old excuses who ain't never trying to change. What I seen in Tyler Perry was a change. He went from zero, in my case, to being a hero. He went from nothing to having something just because of his faith. There it go, Pop. That faith, that word, that moving word, that action word. See, Tyler Perry wasn't sitting still. He was moving. He had crazy enough faith to believe that he was going to make a way. He wasn't going to be homeless no more. He was going to be successful. Now, you gotta really give hands down when Oprah Winfrey is telling you your crib is off the chain and almost bigger than mine. And what I love about Tyler Perry is how he do everything himself and how all them proceeds come back to him. People hated on that because he didn't want to fool with Hollywood. He used his own crib in that, what's that name of that other movie? That was Tyler Perry's crib in that movie. So imagine how much money came back to him. And then he got the chance to start dealing with big time actors like Blair Underwood, who's been in the game I don't know how long. I'm proud of him. And I'm proud of any one of y'all that's successful and have made it, especially when you came from the gutters. You came from the dirt. When people beat you down to the lowest of your life, now you can look back and say, I got a chance to help them or down them like they did me. And just because T.P. Hart, Tyler Perry Hart, he goes back and pulls the homeless off the streets. How many people are actually helping somebody right now? See, the people that get talked about the baddest is the one that's reaching out and helping more people than you think. That's why I say if you don't like looking at this stuff, don't look at it. But why do we have all this bashing just because you don't like a play that he did or a movie that he did? Or if you don't like what Steve Harvey says in his comedy, you don't like Steve Harvey, that's fine. See, I learned in this life, you ain't got to like everybody, but you must love them if you call yourself a true believer, a child of God. It's a whole lot of folks I can't stand, but I love them. But I never bash on them. To all, not just black, any color, any race that you are in, and you have made it successfully, God bless you, and may God bless you to keep on moving higher and higher with your gift. And I ain't talking about just playing in the church on Sunday mornings or preaching in the pulpit. I'm talking about your gift. Whether you singing in the club or at church, you keep moving forward and forget the hell with what folks think. It ain't about folks. Because most folks that ain't singing in church, they got more God in them than half of the ones that's sitting up there sleeping around on each other. See, this is why this page is too real for folks. Because I say what, I'm like Bernie Mac, I say what the preacher won't say. Because I ain't scared of you. That's what I loved about Bernie Mac. He didn't bite his tongue. He said what most people are scared to say because he told the truth. He told the truth. How many of us are going to tell the truth? That's why I try to encourage people. I just want to point that out with Tyler Perry as an example. It's a whole lot of people that have made it from the streets. Would you rather them stay on the streets and sell dope? Would you rather them to keep hoeing around and be a prostitute? Would you rather them to be a gangbanger? Or are you happy that they are doing something else? With that being said, peace and stay blessed.